Okay, so we are locking in. Now, whoever tunes into this one, you are a very, very smart individual because this one has got gems on gems on gems on gems. As you know, at Blockchain Sensei, how we find out about most of the things that we get involved in is by reading reports that no one else is trying to read about. And then we snipe stuff, and then we get involved in stuff. And then that's how we get cheeky 200, 500, 10x gains. And then people are like, oh my God, how did you get a 10x gain on? How did you make so much gains on render on in the bear market? Or how did you do so well with Fetch AI? Or how did you do so well with Core Scientific? How did you know? We just read and then we give it out to the community, those that want to watch and those that execute. Damn, those that execute what we say at Blockchain Sensei, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. But winning isn't for everybody. That's what we've noticed, unfortunately. So let's go to the disclaimer. Let's go to the disclaimer. Disclaimer. Where is my disclaimer?
Hey, bro, what's good, man?
What's goody?
I was live on YouTube watching just to see what it's like. I just wanted to see what it's like from the other side, you know?
What's it like?
It's lit, man. I was hearing about some 10x gains and people going like, oh my God.
That's what it is. So
Yeah,
in regards to those 10x gains, we are not financial advisors, so don't actually listen to anything we say. You've got to do your own research on top of the research that we provide for you. All our content is actually for education, information, and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered as an investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place
trades.
So please do your own what?
Research.
Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use. It's very important to do your own analysis before making any investment, which could be based on your own individual circumstances. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. Is anybody on the call a professional financial advisor? Speak now or forever hold your peace. There is no financial advisors. So all independently research and verify all information you may find on our show that you wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make an investment or otherwise. All investments come with what?
Risk.
All right. So please do your own research. However, they don't come with risk if you played a game for free and then earn the crypto for free. That's not really a risk. But you know,
or if you've done an educational thing on the exchange and they gave you free crypto, that's not really risky.
That's not really risky, and you can make quite decent money doing that. So we are not financial advisors, do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, then please contact us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. So here is the play for this episode. Go and earn as much free crypto as you can from playing other games or from doing educational stuff on Coinbase or on Binance or wherever you're going to do the crypto education stuff. And we've got some stuff coming out with LazyFi real soon. Go and earn as much free crypto as you can, right? Then once you've earned that free crypto, now you can invest that into the riskier stuff and into some of the games that we're going to mention today. So today's report is, again, I'm going to get into the report first and then go into the news second. I've been kind of liking that little flow and that change of direction. What are you saying, Keish?
Oh, yeah. I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good with that, man. That makes more sense. Definitely.
It's better, isn't it?
It was. I feel like people are gravitating towards it as well. We ain't had no complaints. People are like, the questions are more engaged as well. And, you know, the news, I think, is the juicy part. But, yeah, I think that makes more sense. Let's get into the report, bro.
Yeah, so straight in. So this report is from the Blockchain Game Alliance. This is my copy of the report, which has been annotated. You can get a copy of it. All you got to do is type gamer in chat or hashtag gamer, and I will send you a copy of my annotated version. So here is the color code and the way that it works. Anything highlighted in yellow, you want to go and do your own research on, or it's a significant part. Anything with a red line next to it means you need to go and open up a window and go and do your own research and find out about that game or get involved in that game. Now, the key takeaways from this report is that 65% of the respondents are below 35 years old. 89% say that they will still work in blockchain gaming 1 year from now, and 56% accept at least a portion of their salary in cryptocurrency. 46% predict gameplay improvements were the biggest driver of adoption in 2023, and it's 67% a decrease in respondents who considered play to earn as the main driver of the industry compared to 2021. Now, 21% cite funding as having the biggest impact on the industry in 2022, followed by NFT adoption by mainstream brands and celebrities. And challenges, the 30% think the crypto winter is having a negative impact. We've got 40% believe that one of the greatest misconceptions about blockchain gaming is that it's environmentally harmful. And 37% of respondents believe that there's still a misconception that blockchain games are not fun. So let's tackle some of these. Are blockchain games fun? The majority of them, no. I would agree with that, personally. 40% believe that, yeah, I do agree that that is a big problem. Even though things have moved to proof of stake and most things are proof of stake, we do have a crazy amount of people that still think that blockchain is bad for the environment. And it's just like, that narrative is just stuck in.
Yeah.
Somehow.
People don't know about their washing machines. People don't know about their kettles. People don't know about their toasters. You know?
But they just want to come for the thing that's going to make them money and change their lives. But fair enough.
And people don't know about the heater that actually can generate Bitcoin and pay for your electricity bill at the same time.
But you know.
But you know.
So what was interesting for me on this bit is that 89% of people are saying that they're going to stay in that in the blockchain gaming industry, whereas other cryptos and other areas of crypto, we see that that's not the case. Let me just share the link with you now so that you've got it. No, that's highlight. I don't want to highlight. Okay, right. I'll do it at the end of the webinar. Okay, so the next highlighted bit is unique active wallets connected daily to game dApps across 1 million, up 85% from 2021, which I think is quite significant. And there's now 500 members of the Blockchain Gaming Alliance. Yes, we are going to try and get Blockchain Sensei into the Blockchain Gaming Alliance. One thing I would recommend somebody to do, in fact, Keish, I don't know if you're on you're on a computer.
No, not currently, no.
Oh, okay.
What do you need?
I need someone to add all these people that we mentioned in this on LinkedIn, because that would be a big boy move. You see, guys, I'm plugging you here. Like, if you just talked about blockchain gaming all the time and you've got all these key members of the Blockchain Gaming Alliance on LinkedIn,
there you go.
You know, so first one is Sebastian Borget, who's actually the COO of the Sandbox, and he's the lead of the Blockchain Gaming Alliance. Then you've got Mark Kupal, who's the business developer for Engine Token, who we've spoken about before. Then you've got Ludovic Corsilius, who's the project manager for Consensus. Gabby Dazon, co-founder of Yield Guild Games, one of the biggest DAO of crypto, gaming guild and DAO. Nicholas Galt is the CEO of Ultra. We've mentioned them before. Piers Kicks is currently, he's left Delphi Ventures and he's now leading at Bitcraft. So this one I'm going to open up because I've highlighted it and I've never heard of Bitcraft. So Bitcraft, who are Bitcraft? Let's get them on here. Let's have a look. See at Bitcraft. Venture capital for gaming and esports is Bitcraft. So let's have a look at their portfolio and have a little cheeky look at what kind of things they invest in.
Cloud tip on the front.
See if there's anything we should look at. So Althea, I've heard of that one. Most of these I've not heard of yet. Baze Esports Analytics, Beboppy, Bazooka Tango. I have to look into them. Discord, they're investors in. Well, that was a good investment.
Epic Games, that was a good investment.
Epic Games, that was a good investment. Immutable X, that was a good investment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say just off some of those, they're kind of good at their investing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all of the ones that we don't know would be good to do a little deeper dive. Oh, yeah. Look at the games.
You're good games.
No, they're good peoples, man.
Yeah. So that was a good little find there. Ninja normally is the one that does the deeper dives on things like that. So then we've got Alexander Larson of Sky Mavis. Sky Mavis own Axie Infinity. Then you've got Nicholas Poulard, head of blockchain innovations at Ubisoft. We might have heard of Ubisoft before, Assassin's Creed, and what else do Ubisoft do? Rayman and Tom Clancy's, all the Tom Clancy stuff, Splinter Cell, on.
I don't know if we're gonna be, I'm not really trying to show Tom Clancy like that. They're kind of flopped that.
Yeah, they flopped that whole series.
Kind of flopped that one.
Heroes of Might and Magic is Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough. Then we got Shabane Shami, who works at Everdream Soft, and Serena Tabachi, who was at the director of the Museum of Contemporary Digital Art, but now she's the head of partnerships for the Sandbox. So we need to message her. So you know what? I'm gonna go and do that right now on my phone because I need to get her involved in some of the things that we're doing. So if you see us at Blockchain Sensei doing anything with Sandbox at any point in time, you've literally got your evidence and your proof of how we did it. We read a report, found out who was the head of partnerships, added them on LinkedIn, and built from there. Serena Tabachi. Connected. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so survey overview. We don't need that bit because I didn't highlight any of that. What was interesting is that only 19% of this survey was made up of females, which again shows we need more women in gaming. We need more women.
Oh yeah.
So when asked about the benefits blockchain brought to gaming in 2022, 68.9% of respondents cited asset ownership as the most important. So asset ownership also took the top spot in the same category in 2021. Likewise, player reward models took 35% as the most important thing. New revenue models took third place. We once again cited as the second and third most important benefits of blockchain switching places from the previous year. So yeah, I would agree. Asset ownership is the most important part of blockchain gaming because at the moment, people grind on games for hours. We spend hours playing these games. Right now, Dominica is currently playing Tropico right in front of me. How many hours would you say you've played Tropico for? Tropico is a game where you build cities, and she's probably built.
She's an architect by now, basically.
Yeah, she's a master dictator. She's a master dictator of her city, and unfortunately hasn't owned one single asset that she's placed on this entire map for all these hours. Whereas, what would happen with it if it was a blockchain-based version of this game? She'd at least own the map that she's creating.
Exactly that. And another thing that I think is definitely changing the space is because there's so much people buying things like skins and things of that nature, but with the blockchain, there has a lot more use cases. You can do a lot more with it, but it's a lot more ownership, and the transparency and everything is also changing the way that business is being done. I think the best example for skins being sold and things that are being sold efficiently is CSGO. I think they're doing the best.
Yeah. And the moment CSGO adds a blockchain element to it,
rap. Because I know people that are not even playing the game and making money from literally just selling skins.
And you got to think, do we really think CSGO and Fortnite is not going to one day apply a blockchain mechanism? Of course they are. They make more money because then they attract audiences that aren't in the gaming space that are going to flip the stuff. It's just like with trainers and sneakers. There was people were flipping trainers back a day, and then all of a sudden, when people realized there was money in it, people started flipping trainers even though they weren't training people.
Exactly that. Just because they're big.
Just because there's big P's, same thing's going to happen. So what's interesting again is respondents under 25 were 5 times more likely to cite transparency as a major benefit, which is interesting that under 25s think transparency is important. Again, something that's quite controversial at the moment is the whole optional creator royalties that people are playing around with on all these different platforms. trying to take away royalties to creators. So 2022, 40.9% of respondents predicted that a small portion, less than 20% of the gaming industry, will leverage blockchain technology in 2023. The figure was 36.8 the previous year. Despite hesitancy, 29% of respondents still expect that over 40% of the gaming industry will leverage blockchain by 2023. So average people in the blockchain space think that around 30% of all games on all platforms, on all consoles, by the end of 2023 will have some kind of blockchain integration.
I think it'll be more, to be honest with you.
I think it'll be more.
I think it'll be more, yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I think all it takes is one big platform to have a hit, and then it's done.
Yeah, that's it. Because
all followers.
Everyone follows, literally, in a space. Even with DeFi, there's a successful protocol. Then there's, the next week there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely happened. It's early days, so there's always going to be people that are following after. But yeah,
definitely agree. Again, very interesting. Female respondents are more bullish on blockchain adoption in gaming, with nearly half, 47%, believing that 40% of the gaming industry will leverage blockchain within 12 months, as to 23% of males.
Man,
that is super interesting that gender causes that much of a divide on where they think blockchain gaming is going. Just
percentage on women compared to men?
23.5 in comparison to 47%.
Men are 7%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Men are 23%.
Oh, okay. And
interesting.
That's interesting, yeah. I would say that there's definitely less women in the space compared to men, though. So that's interesting.
True. So here's some key takeaways again, just in case you thought that blockchain gaming wasn't a space that you need to pay attention to. 1.13 million unique active wallets connected daily to game DApp across 48 blockchains tracked in 2022, 85% more than 2021. So gaming remains the driving force for the DApp industry, accounting for almost 50% of all on-chain activity.
My gosh.
If you don't think that you need to pay attention to blockchain gaming, even though it makes up almost 50% of all the activity on blockchains,
that's insane.
Now, this is where it gets even more insane, considering 2021 wasn't that crazy of a year. In 2022, I mean. So on-chain gaming transactions reached 7.4 billion, growing 37% from 2021 and 3,260% since 2020. Please show me an industry that has grown 3,260% in actual transactions, not in users, not in any other kind of social media growth, but in actual transactions. That is insane. So yeah. Next bit that was highlighted. Okay, so this bit I highlighted here, and that is that the leading platform is still Wax, which is quite interesting. I thought it would have been Gala Games, but okay. Polygon consolidated as a chain for games after attracting 97,000 daily users on average in 2022, 340% higher than the previous year. Arc 8 by Game, Benji Bananas, Crazy Defense Heroes, and Pegaxy were among the game dApps that drove the growth. So let's go and have a look at those games. So Arc 8, the first one. Oh, wow, it's on. Oh, okay. This one's on Android?
Yeah.
1 million downloads. Okay. The next one is Benji Bananas, we know about already. Crazy.
I wonder what country has come out of the development team.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I've guarantee it's Indian. Guarantee.
What, Crazy Defense Heroes?
I guarantee. No, the Arc 8.
Oh, the arcade. The
that,
arcade.
Guarantee it's out of India. Guarantee.
So this is Crazy Defense Heroes. Oh, I think this is a card game as well. This is also on Google Play on Android. Oh, this is on Android and Apple.
Okay. They got the clearance.
You can get apps and NFTs. There's a token. Bored Ape Yacht Club.
What?
Yo, ApeCoin are not playing around. They're integrated into so much stuff, but you don't even realize. I did not know that they were in this game.
That's crazy.
There you go. Learn something new. So that's Benji Bananas. This as well now. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And then Pegaxi. Let's have a look. See it. Pegaxi. Where's my search bar gone? Pegaxi. Oh, the horse racing game.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard about this one.
Yeah.
This is a different one. I ain't seen this one.
Open it up. I can't see it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can now. Oh, this one's different. Oh, it's a Pegasus one. Okay.
Racing, breeding, renting
That's normal.
of robotic Pegasuses.
That's jokes.
Fez.
You know what's funny? Like in a lot of the communities, I've been in a lot of different crypto-related Discord groups, and especially people in the States. I don't know what it is about the guys in the States, but they go crazy for the horse racing NFT.
Yo, look how deep this team is, full of people from Hong Kong,
Jeez.
Philippines.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Mainly backed by crypto.com. Interesting.
What you say, is that a team of VAs?
Yeah. Yo, they're going in.
That's crazy.
Okay. That's an interesting one. Okay, so do your own research on that one. So then the next one I highlighted was Immutable X generated 87 million in NFT trading volume, 250% higher than last year. Gods Unchained finished among the top 25 most traded collections across all blockchains. Gods Unchained we've definitely mentioned on here before. Definitely. This is the card game as well. GodUnchained.com. Yep, this is a trading card game. Do your own research on this one. I'm not really big on these fantasy card game things. It's not my thing. But yeah, these guys are getting mentioned everywhere. Fortune magazine, MIT, Forbes, Vice. Yeah, this project. There is a mad cult thing for these kind of card games like Magic the Gathering and all of them ones. People love this stuff. Like, I don't get it, but I know that there's a community for it. So is what it is. Next bit that I highlighted is Alien Worlds was the most played DApp of 2022 with almost 200,000 daily users and 4.8 billion of on-chain transactions. I think this one's worth having a look at. Even though I don't play it myself, I'm going to have a look at it. Alien Worlds. Alien Worlds. I've seen this logo. I think these guys are going to be at the hackathon thing. Alien Worlds. Oh, it's on Wax as well. Wax, Binance, Ethereum, Planetary Elections. There's land, tools, minions, weapons, avatars, missions. I think this one might be a card one as well. Yeah, I think this one's a card one as well. But doing crazy numbers. And then the final one that I highlighted was the leading gaming and metaverse projects continue to build despite the crypto winter. With leading metaverse gaming dApps launched their alpha or beta phases. Illuvium, we already know about. Sandbox, we already know about. Big Time, I think we mentioned Big Time. Is Big Time the one that's owned by Amazon?
I'm not too sure about Big Time.
It's like a car. It's like Clash of Clans kind of thing.
Okay.
No, it's not. No. Sign up. Okay. The game, about the game. Humanity is in the brink of extinction. The walls of space-time are collapsing. Different eras of history are colliding together and forces of darkness. Everyone more academies, there's different classes, different abilities, different pocket watches.
Okay.
Interesting. Again, do your own research. And then what's the next one? Homeland, the Fabled.
Oh, that just reminded me. I'm still waiting on Qubit, man. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Qubit to get right, man. Their team, I don't know about their team, man. Their team's working hard on that, but I don't like the way they do business.
They're just not there yet.
No, they're like, yeah, we do every single bit of business that we do is in our token. I'm just like, don't know about that.
Oh, Homeland is a new version of Axie Infinity.
Oh,
got launched in December 2022.
oh.
Okay, interesting.
So this, yes,
out again. The Fabled and Phantom Galaxies is the next ones. The Fabled. P2E. Oh, nice visuals. Oh, and it's got a demo. Okay. Unreal Engine 5.
oh, okay. Good quality.
Okay. This one is a must watch. Okay, let me follow this one on Twitter. Follow, put on notifications. There we go. Next one. Phantom Galaxies. I hope you guys are appreciating the research here. Phantom Galaxies. Open world space simulator with fast-paced mech shooter. Oh,
When they say open world, how open is the open world?
yeah. And how actionable is the action? Oh, okay. If it actually looks like this and actually plays like that, that is mad.
Oh, that's like Eevee. There's a game like that. Like a space game.
Yeah, it looks like Gundam
And that
or them. Okay, let's okay.
so it's the game on the game, you know. It's just jokes.
If this actually runs and plays, I'll be very impressed. Also, because I know there is people that love these mech games.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you can download.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna download this one later as well.
Interesting.
Let me go to their socials. Follow this one as well. Follow. 102.5k followers. Let's see how many likes and retweets they get. Not many.
And also with these guys and buying followers, man. Why is, it's like every project.
I know, it's so annoying. So annoying.
Literally.
It's so annoying that they think they're not going to get caught either. So My Neighbor Alice and Star Atlas, we've already covered them. Treeverse, we haven't. I've never heard of Treeverse. Treeverse, what the hell is Treeverse? I bet it's a universe about trees. A mobile mass multiplayer RPG. Let's just watch this trailer real quick.
Yeah, but it's not hard to make a good trailer, bro. Like, looking like Zelda.
Yeah, it is.
Why do people make games that are like games that are not the game?
It works.
A fully original idea and concept.
All right, so I did like it, and then I realized it's a complete rip-off of Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, if I kept quiet, you would be like, "Damn, that game was sick."
I was starting to think of it when I saw the music and that, because there was a boss battle that I did with a rock. Do you remember this rock geezer?
Music
in Zelda. There was a level that me and Dom did on Zelda where you got to fight this man made out this rock golem.
Let's see.
This rock golem geezer.
That's right at the start of the game. No, actually, there's like a couple of them throughout the game. It's like an open world game.
This rock.
You see, this is not. It's not where it's at.
Yeah, that's very similar. And look, you like defeat it by hitting it on the top of his back.
Which is exactly what you got to do in the Zelda one. It's like, guys,
Rip off.
Guys.
What's it called? Treeverse. No,
Treeverse.
they're trying to make it into a metaverse and that. What Treeverse?
That one's not getting my ratings.
Yeah.
However,
there are so many games that are very similar. It's just difficult to like.
It's long, man. It's to me, it's like, bro, just be original, man.
Yeah, it's hard to be original now though. It's like that thing that I was saying about music back in the day. Like me and Mike were listening to some like older songs recently, and we thought, why are older songs so much more iconic than newer songs? Why is it so much harder now
to get classics?
Create like a song that's going to be a classic? And then we were like, well, it's because there's so much that you have to dig through and so much content nowadays. It's
to find good
difficult.
Shit. Yeah, it's harder to find good shit. So this is one of the leading esports and leading Web3 gamers. So I decided to follow him on all socials. He clearly knows what he's talking about because he's mentioned some games here that only real OGs know about, mainly Persona 5. God of War people know about, Final Fantasy people know about, Final Fantasy 7 obviously, Days Gone, that's old school, Warcraft obviously, It Takes Two, and Hades I know has got a cult following as well. So this guy is a serious gamer, so anything he's playing must be serious. And he's mentioned games here that I have never heard of. So I have never heard of Thetan Arena. So we're gonna go and have a look at what he's playing here. Thetan Arena. To get mentioned in this report, he must be somebody. Play to earn esport. 26 million players. It's on iOS, Android, and Windows. Free to play. Guys, I think I found us a banger here. And it's on Binance Smart Chain.
Let's see.
I think it's some kind of beat 'em up. Oh wow, it's in Animoca's umbrella as well, and Yield Guild, and PokerStar, and Pan. Wow, okay. I have not seen this get any press anywhere. Follow this one. But I'm going to download this one to play. You see, this is how you find these gems. 330k followers.
I mean, if we've got 20 million
users,
they might actually be accurate.
I want to see a little trailer. I want to see a little trailer piece. Okay, we'll come back to that one. So what else is my guy playing? Die Cast Gold. Die Cast Gold. Please type in chat if you've heard of any of these games, by the way, that this guy's playing. Die Cast Gold, available on Google Play. Oh, okay. PvP battle. And this looks like it's playable right now. I don't know what kind of game it is, though. Oh, is it a turn-based thing? I think this is a turn-based one. Let's just quickly watch the trailer. "45 seconds. Yeah, it's a turn-based one. I'm not really a turn-based guy. Okay, and then Clay Dice is clearly going to be a turn-based one as well. We'll check it out just for people that are watching that are into that kind of game. I'm sorry, I've got a short attention span. I need something a little bit more action. I get that these games are actiony, but Clay Dice. Clay Dice strategy and board game. Oh, this looks like the same game. I think it is. I think it's the same game. It's just got a long name. Clay Dice, Diecast Gold. Yes, the same game. And then final one, Legends of Venari. Legends of Venari. Is this on Android as well? No.
Within the report, are there any more things that they're saying more about the innovation within the space and what people think of where the space is going as well?
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to that after this.
Okay.
Tame Wild Venari. Venari Marketplace.
Was that the DeLorean?
Nah, close. Okay. Seek, tame, and summon. Don't know what you do here. So tame your Venari. 40 different types of creatures. I think this is one of them breeding fake Pokemon things. Okay. First, let's back to the report. So the game industry was earning an unreal amount of money overall, with very few gamers would even be given the opportunity to share in that value unless they were competing in esports. In Web3 games, even a casual player can become a part owner in the game, contributing to their in-game time. So I like the opportunity that this technology brought to the table. Challenges in the industry: at least half of the respondents, 51%, believe that the player onboarding and accessibility is the biggest challenge being experienced by the industry, which I agree with, while at least 37.2% poor gameplay, with the second most commonly cited challenge, up from fifth. And the third most common challenge in the industry is that blockchain gaming isn't understood by people. That I agree with. Now, this statement I highlighted because I couldn't agree with this even more. and in fact, I'm going to follow this guy because I like his statement. He put, we need to go through the hoops necessary to attract players rather than demand the players jump through the hoops to play the game. The fact,
yeah, I'm right.
Bro, I knew you'd like that. That is what we say to so many developers. Like, look, what you've got is great, but the world isn't going to bend for you and start doing complicated stuff. No, the world doesn't care if you're on ETH. It's complicated.
Yeah, the world doesn't care.
Like, so you need to go to the players and make it easier for the players, and then you'll have a massive success. And this is again where I'm going to say my controversial statement that I say all the time. There is a strong possibility, well, not strong, but there is a possibility, someone needs to clip this up, that ETH won't be here in 10 years' time.
Oh, yeah. You're damn right.
Controversial. Bite me. But people said the same thing about Nokia. Same thing happened with BlackBerry. Same thing happened with Netscape. Same thing happened with Yahoo and Ask Jeeves. So, you know, same thing happened to Sega. So it's just
first move is the best movers.
Yep. Like, yeah, you get an advantage for a bit, but when the industry actually takes off, doesn't actually always work in your favor. Being first. I think I found him. Mirko Baliskiko. I think I found him. Nah, this guy that I found is in energy.
No, wrong guy, mate.
Mirko Basil Doal Girl. Nah, it's too hard to find. Mirko Basil. No, I found his company. Well, I'll take that. Next, this year, regulatory uncertainty dropped to 9th place on the list of challenges, even though it was the thing everyone was worried about last year. People are flaky about what they're worried about. This year, 69.5% of respondents said that the biggest misconception about blockchain games is that they're a scam.
Yeah.
That is annoying because that we can't argue with. It is because what ends up happening if you have, I personally think NFT games will be more successful than token games, because the problem with token games is if the value of the token goes down, you lose all your user base because people aren't smart. People want to play these blockchain games when they're at all-time highs and it's £10 per token.
Yeah.
They don't want to play these games when they're worth 10 cents a token and get bare of them. They don't want to do that, which is what would be the logical thing to do, but you know what it is. So yeah, that's the biggest problem. Only 9% pointing to the banning of NFTs by traditional games and gaming platforms being a setback. Other highlighted bit: 40% of respondents believe that the biggest misconception facing the industry is that it has environmental impact. 35% of respondents said gameplay improvements would be the industry's top priority, and adoption by major franchises and adoption by major gaming studios will change the game, which we know is coming with companies like Tencent, companies like Epic Games, companies like Square Enix, all getting in on it. This year we're going to see some crazy stuff happen.
Activision.
Activision. We're going to see it all this year. So this suggests a number of blockchain gaming professionals and acknowledge the value traditional companies can bring to blockchain gaming, given their established branding, reputation, and audience. As a result, cheap point-and-click browser play-to-earn games are no longer getting the funding they used to. So that's pretty much most of these games that we just saw are like clicky, point your mouse, flip a card kind of thing. What is going to take off is integrating Web3 and AI into Unreal Engine-based high-fidelity games that are traction. That can't disagree with at all. Two of the top three drivers are expected to propel the industry forward in 2023, and traditional gaming studios, existing gaming franchises, moving into Web3. Together with those two, will bring decades of experience into blockchain gaming, develop new titles, whilst having the potential to entice and onboard large existing audiences for much loved Web2 games. Now, I talked about Sega earlier, and Sega's whole like company is down in the dumps at the moment. They've had to basically lease their whole IP to Nintendo with Mario and Sonic and stuff like that. But if they position themselves right and they bring back their whole back catalog, but because they've got the IP already, they've got the fan base already, they've just got to do it right. If they did a Sonic game where once a month the highest score or the fastest time for Emerald Road got a Sonic NFT, people would play that. People would pay money. And I'm surprised they didn't do something with the film coming out as well. They missed out on that one.
Yeah, but I heard that it got fixed, right? I'm still annoyed that they got the character wrong, bro.
Yeah, personality wise, I think they got the character wrong a little bit.
Oh.
They made him a little boy. Sonic's not a little boy.
No, but they had to remodel the character as well. They made a Sonic character that would look like one ugly ass hedgehog, man. Look like one ugly fresh off the road, just got run over hedgehog.
I think that was on purpose. I think that was a marketing stunt.
Nah, man. I think they hired the wrong person, bro, and that was uninspired, fam.
Yeah, first. So this is I've highlighted these in red because these are Web2 gaming studios that are getting into Web3. So a company called Come To Us has integrated blockchain technology in traditional game. The 1.4 billion smash hit Summoner's War Chronicles. In addition, the studio launched its own gaming and NFT marketplace platform C2X. So let's go and have a look at that, being as they're actually a gaming studio and you know what they're doing. Platform. So C2X platform, and also what is it? Come To Us. But be careful when you type things like that. Summoner's War. Oh, yeah, it is. It's this kind of game. Just when I thought it wouldn't be, it is. Yeah, these kind of games are so big in Asia. It's mad.
Yeah.
So that's apparently got a massive Web2 following. Low cost cosplay.
Oh, God.
There's people doing cosplay of this game already.
Oh, no.
Yo, that is mad. Okay, right. Okay. If they've got people doing cosplay like this, that means that this game has got a mad cult following.
Oh, no. No.
Mad. She put the pocky sticks in her hair to be the character. That is mad. Yeah, that's crazy. This game is actually going to go somewhere. We're going to hear about this again because if you got people willing to put chocolate sticks in their hair. No, chocolate sticks. You know them pocky chocolate sticks. Yeah, someone's done that to put them in their hair and put it on the internet. Mad. People have raw got their children dressing up as characters from the game. Yeah, this game has got a cult following without a shadow of a doubt. I ain't ever heard of it, but yo. Next one was Castle Crush from Wildlife Studios. Let's have a look at this one. Castle Crush. On Android as well. Please don't be a card-based game. Oh, play for free. Download now. 1.4 million active users. This is what the game looks like.
No, man.
Yeah, this looks like a card game as well.
No, man.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. It's a bit dry.
Either that's why that one looks dry.
And then Netmarble, the studio between Crossworlds and Monster Arena, MBX and Blockchain Wallet, Marblex Wallet, Crossworlds and Monster Arena. Yo, we've covered bare games.
Yeah. And let's see what happens in the next few months.
Okay, let's just go back to the report. So Bandai Namco, who we probably heard of, have got a Gundam game coming out. Square Enix are integrating it. Developers of Final Fantasy have partnered up with Oasis Gaming Blockchain to become one of its gaming validators. And Epic Games have allowed games on their game store. Careers in blockchain. Ryan Watt is the former head of. Oh, this is where the big dogs are. Oh, yeah. This is mad. This is mad. So first of all, I'm going to show you My Pet Hooligan. Make sure you know about My Pet Hooligan, guys. Write this one down. You will hear again about My Pet Hooligan. Guaranteed. And when I tell you why, you're going to be like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, My Pet Hooligan. Yeah, this one is going to
We covered this ages ago.
Boss differently, in my opinion. No, not financial advice. This one is going to bust.
Yeah, let's play the quick trailer.
We got inside knowledge on this one. I can't lie. In my opinion.
Yeah, so they went in with their trailer. They've got a whole game coming out. And I'm going to tell you who's behind the game. And then you'll be like, oh, okay. You can actually download a small like testing version of the game already, which is pretty cool. I think this shows it in the 1v1 trailer.
It's early in the morning. Today, a great many things go on behind the scenes of a supermarket. The doors are open. Here come the customers.
So that's My Pet Hooligan. Look out for it. That was an example of what the gameplay is already like.
Yeah, and I believe that is it Unreal or it's Unreal, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
My Pet Hooligan. Look out for it. Let's see what they're going for on OpenSea at the moment. My Pet Hooligan. OpenSea. They are going for 0.95 ETH. So just under $1,000 at the moment. Oh, this one's cool. Yeah, just under $1,000. Let's go. Is the floor price? So let's go and find out why. So, My Pet Hooligan. So Colin Brady is a former animator and former director of Pixar and Industry Light and Magic. He having worked on blockbuster films such as Toy Story, A Bug's Life, and collaborated with filmmakers such as Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and Martin Scorsese. Brady is now the Chief Creative and Technology Officer of Web3 Entertainment AMGI, where he is building My Pet Hooligan. So, yeah. Big boys coming into the game. Other big boy coming into the game, Ryan Wyatt is a former global head of gaming partnerships at YouTube, where he facilitated Activision Blizzard partnership. He's now CEO of Polygon Studios, and he's heading up partnerships with Starbucks, Disney, Reddit, Adobe, and NFL Meta. Then we've got Gabriel Ladon, former CEO of Machine Zone Gaming Studio, top grossing mobile Game of War. He's put 20 years of his experience into the industry and is now in Web3 gaming. And
sorry to interrupt. Are we able to say how we know about My Pet Hooligan or no?
No.
Okay.
When asked about whether they will stay in blockchain, yeah, this is about developers staying in blockchain gaming. Then in terms of funds, we've got the South Korean government getting involved and Japan. Esports, former Blizzard esports head of Hearthstone, the current head of esports, is now the current head of esports at Yield Guild Games. So she's pretty mad. Team Secret, that have a Dota team, have now launched a esports team. Guild of Guardians and for Guild of Guardians RPG game on Immutable has partnered with Web2 esports teams such as Cloud9, Fnatic, Navi, Ninjas in Pajamas, T1, and Team Liquid. So yeah, there's teams building out now. All the major esports teams are now getting into it. So yeah, look out for that. This is the game that they're mainly playing. Guild of Guardians RPG. And that's where I'm going to wrap up. 230k players. Yeah, it's kind of like Dota. So this is like an action RPG. So Dom, you might like this one. Epic fantasy RPG on mobile. Free to play mobile RPG where players can turn their possessions into NFTs. So guys, finishing up on this one, it's free to play, and then you can turn what you earn into NFTs. So, you know, let's just register S for that. Blockchain sensei.com. Pre-registered. And then I think that's all that there was to cover. Yeah, that's all that there is to cover. Cool, let's go read some of the comments. We got lol, I'm done. I'm not even a gamer, but this looks sick. Graphics mad, Pixar, yeah. And then we will just wrap up with the news. Yeah, it does work better this way, actually, Keish. If we wrap up with the news.
Like it. I like wrapping up with the news. I'm not gonna lie.
It does work better. Okay, so Binance expects to pay penalties to resolve US investigations. They're under some stuff where BUSD, they're now claiming, didn't ever belong to Binance, which is a bit weird because it's called Binance USD. But they're apparently saying that they only licensed the logo to Paxos, that it was never theirs. But fair enough. Platypus suffered an 8.5 million flash loan attack. The Bank of Japan has launched its CBDC pilot before May. So look out for first kind of Western major player to have a CBDC, apart from China. Abu Dhabi starts its $2 billion initiative to back Web3 startups. The SEC sues Terraform Labs and Doquan for misleading investors.
Yeah.
OKX will launch a new blockchain, OKB blockchain, in the first quarter. And NFT marketplace Blur is set to raise a $1 billion valuation. And Sony teams up with Aston Network for a Web3 incubation program. The biggest gainers of the week were Key and Quick. Key, we were trading that a long time ago. Remember that. Top 10 NFT marketplaces by user growth. Theta Drop is growing. Please pay attention to Theta Drop. We've mentioned Theta multiple times It's growing in usage as well. Rareable as well with the Rari token. Watch out for that. And now Blur is new on the scene. Top 10 NFT marketplaces by fully diluted market cap. Looks rare again. Look at that. Bitcoin versus inflation. Go and have a look at that. Top 10 DeFi projects with the lowest market cap to TVR ratio. Again, do your own research. Top best USDC earn programs on crypto exchanges. And then top 15 coins by staking market cap. Again, Cardano there at number 2, but nobody cares. Most visited centralized exchanges over the past 30 days on CryptoRank. Again, especially if they have their own token, KuCoin. Yeah, that's pretty much the news. We'll take some questions. There's only 6 of us here today, so we can do that. So Sam, thanks for joining us. You've been unmuted. Did you have any questions? Anything you're looking at? Anything you took value from today?
Hey, good evening, guys. Hope you can hear me okay.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Great. Professor Cashback under many different names tonight. So the DJS or Sam. So depends what my son's using to log in. No, look, as always, love the intel that's been shared. Haven't had a chance to catch up on the last few shows, but I thought, yeah, let me make an effort today. No, the gaming space. Like I said, I'm not a gamer, but certainly I've had a few. I still hold a few from highs a few years back. So I'm just sitting out, riding it out. But certainly it's one of those areas where there will be, what's the word? Not fads, not trends. That's it. There'll be trends that will come. Some will play hot for a minute and then will die down, right? So there isn't ever going to be one P2E that will do it, but certainly the ones which are backed by key either key coins, so your Axie Infinities and the likes, your sandboxes, etc. Those will ultimately have longevity. So no, I appreciate the game as always.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, just to co-sign on that, I would say, and it ties in with a question that came in on the YouTube. How do you tell when a gaming project is a pump and dump? For me, you shouldn't be getting into the gaming project because it might make you money. You should be getting into it because you like playing the game. That way, if you like playing the game, making money on it is bonus. It shouldn't be the other way where you're only going into it to play to make money. Because then you kind of setting yourself up for a failure. But yeah, definitely agree. Graphics are a massive sign, just simply because a AAA game, to put billions of dollars into making a AAA game or hundreds of millions of dollars for it to be a pump and dump is pretty ridiculous. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen. We will definitely get some point some game that's made on Unreal Engine 5 that looks amazing is actually a pump and dump.
It's
gonna happen. But for now, whilst we're still in the early stages, I'd say that's a way of being able to tell. Ultimate way to tell if it's not a pump and dump, if it's got good gameplay, because that means that the developers actually care and they've actually put time into the gameplay. If it's got terrible gameplay and it's clunky and it's shitty and the UI UX is shitty, probably a pump and dump. I would stay away personally. All these clicky card games, I'm staying away from just because they're too easy to make. They're not actually that hard for developers to make, so they can be churned out quite quickly. Especially with AI doing the character design, it's too easy to do. So stay away from them ones. So yeah, next we'll go to Asante. You got any questions?
Yeah. Good evening. Quick one, because you put me onto My Pet Hooligan. So I'm just wondering, just off of the gameplay that I've seen, like, is it open world?
It's kind of like an open world third-person shooter, yeah.
So, because like kind of like World of Warcraft. I mean, not exactly like World of Warcraft, because I have the feeling like just
PUBG.
based off.
You've ever played PUBG?
Oh yeah. I play PUBG,
Yeah. It's just PUBG with rabbits.
Oh, okay. That's
and
cool.
Storylines and a potential movie. We didn't hear that.
Oh, so I mean, then that because I was just about to ask, like, Do you think there'll ever be like in terms of like Web3, could there be like a Web3 like not exactly like World of Warcraft, but like a Web3 or not
Oh,
even in terms of
you
like
want
gameplay and stuff like that.
Oh, like a massively multiplayer online RPG like that, like those
Yeah.
big,
But
big
even in terms of
world.
like
Yeah,
sorry.
there's companies working on them that I know of. But what they want to do is they want to make it where the DAO, the community, creates the stories in the games. So that's going to revolutionize everything.
Yeah.
I think we'll see one of those. I think that's what Square Enix are working on.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's going to be like a Final Fantasy where the community create the levels and the community create the storyline.
Oh,
okay?
because
I
and
think
go
to
on,
add
sorry.
to add to that one as well, Earth 2. They've started off doing digital lands. They've basically duplicated Google Maps and made their own infrastructure on top of that. But there's so much detail in that project that it is like World of Warcraft, Earth 2. They're not quite at a stage where it's actively playable right now, but it's very early stage, and I think that what they have planned, they are actualizing and on board with it. But just from listening to the founder speak about the project, it has so much depth that is like playing World of Warcraft. So yeah, Earth 2, I would say.
Yeah, I've just Googled it. Korean. Yeah. The Koreans know what they're doing, like in terms of like MMOs and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, they know. All
but
of Asia, when it comes to gaming and story writing and character design, they know what they're doing. Like Europe ain't got clue.
yeah, it's just a shame that because like obviously World of Warcraft, like I played that for close to boy, I don't even know how long. Like I was no life in that game. But yeah, like to go from a game like World of Warcraft, and I tried like what was it, Rift, different
Yeah.
types of MMOs, they never stood a chance. Like the community like behind World of Warcraft and the mechanics of the game were just insane. Like, they were it just felt so familiar. So I mean that's what I was saying, like graphics, gameplay, and game mechanics are always gonna like differentiate whether games are pump and dump or not. So like, yeah, it'd be interesting to see like a Web3 game, kind of like World of Warcraft, where like it's played
coming.
to.
It's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's just a case of when.
I can't allow myself to go back into no life mode though. Like I got stuff to do.
Yeah, you say that, but if this no life mode could unlock you NFTs that were worth 100K a pop,
Oh no, that's different, bro.
then it's different, isn't it? So
Different.
Yeah.
Very
and
different.
you know what's so crazy about what you said about that? The first time I ever heard about Bitcoin was one of my friends in uni was using Bitcoin to sell some of his Warcraft items.
I mean, I ended up, I had at the end of it, I got to Cataclysm. I had like level 80s, and I just ended up giving all my characters to my friend. But like when I saw like how much they were going for, I was like, damn.
Yeah, and they're still going for that kind of money right now. That's why it's crazy.
It's mad. It's mad.
But yeah, trust me. Well, I don't know how much we can say, but
Yeah, just leave it at that.
yeah, this play Warcraft.
I got friends that still get around like grinding it out to play right now.
You might want to do that. You might want to.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
All right, let me find my Blizzard account.
You might want to. Yeah, it might pay off.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anyway, let's final question. Crypto Boss and Devon, got any questions?
No questions for me. Awesome episode as usual. I
Appreciate
started looking into blockchain gaming in November 2021. It was worth what, 100 billion then. So I don't know how much it's worth now.
It's gonna come back with a vengeance. Telling you. I'm telling you right now. Someone clip this up. Blockchain gaming by the end of 2020. No, by the end of 2020. By 2030, blockchain gaming will be $1 trillion industry. Said it.
Yep, you said it.
Watch.
Yeah, but these these projections are not really difficult to do, to be honest with you. I mean, looking at the global adoption of the space and understanding the movers that are in the space, yet alone the funds that are in the space that are bringing and bridging people with literally trillions into the space, it's not really far-fetched. I think it'll probably exceed that by then, to be honest with you.
And right now, blockchain gaming is probably worth less than 100 billion, probably about 10 billion right now.
Exactly that.
So there's a big game in the next.
That's a big X. Yeah, hell
big
yeah.
X. So yeah. But yeah, and Devon, you had a question? You had your hands up?
I guess it's kind of a question. I'm not much of a gamer, so I'm not like too much well versed in blockchain gaming, but I am very interested in film, and I watch a lot of like gameplay of just like people like playing whatever games. Like The Last of Us is pretty popular right now, and I remember when that was like a game when it first came out. I wanted to hear like if you guys know of any or like can see it in the future of like blockchain film, but it's more interactive, similar to like how watching that gameplay or like that AR VR like film. So
Netflix.
yeah, that was kind of like what I first imagined is like something like a Netflix taking
Netflix
that
are
on.
already working on blockchain games.
They already have them.
Okay.
Netflix have already got NFTs. Netflix have already got interactive storylines.
Yeah.
Netflix have already got the best writers
exactly.
on the planet.
They even I don't know if you guys remember Love, Sex, Robots. I might be saying the name wrong.
Yeah, that's
but
what it's.
they've
No,
done an
I think
NFT.
that
They've
is.
done an NFT drop that was a bit hidden. They had a QR code that was in one of the episodes, and it got leaked, and then boom, everyone had NFTs.
Yeah, and a game. I'm going to show you an example of the kind of game.
I think I got a few of them, to be honest. Can't remember. I need to check.
This is the kind of game that I think is going to take off in hydroponics and education and in farming. Is a game like this. So this is a game called Assemble with Care, and it's a game where you have to like learn how to fix things. And I think a game like this, based on planting and farming and stuff, because people like games like that, like Farmville, people love the farming, the planting, and the crafting that they have to do in Zelda. An AR version, or an even better, a VR version of planting stuff, where people earn crypto, people will play that. People, how crazy the world is, right? People will prefer to fake plant stuff in a game and earn money than actually plant it in real life and earn money.
I totally agree.
Someone's going to do it. There's going to be a game that comes along where all you have to do is manage and build your farm and plant trees and plant whatever in a virtual world. And then people are going to like show off their farms on the internet, even though they could have just done it in real life.
Right.
Imagine a game where the whole game is a resource game, and that game is plugged into other metaverse games, and you have to get resources in that one game, and it's connected to all of the metaverse games.
Yeah, that'll happen. Boom. That will happen. All right, cool guys. Appreciate you all. Devon, I've moved our meeting to Thursday. Thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of the game.